All right, hello, welcome back for a new video today on my Five Pentacles. As you know, today I'm gonna work with the fire signs. Okay, I decided we'll do some different house readings, or zodiac readings, I guess would be more appropriate, more accurate. Fire signs today. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is gonna be for you guys. You still get to pick of three decks, three different options. I'm going to give you the choice to either pick by, you get to see what the deck looks like, or pick from three categories, which is what I'm going to be reading with those decks. So the first deck I will be reading is for Aries. Let's show you a little bit how I've set this up here. There we go. So the planetary alignment I'm going to lay out in just a second. We're going to have Aries, which is going to be fears and careers. Okay. Then here in Leo, we have the deck for love and faith. And then we're going to swap on over here. In Sagittarius, I've set the deck for friends. Okay, so friends, family, social occasions. Things kind of going on in your personal life, I guess. Right? So that's a little bit more about social occasions. This deck is about fear and career. And this deck here is going to be for your faith and luck. And, sorry, what did I say? Anyway, you heard me, right? That's what we're doing. Okay, let's set these up. If I remember correctly, the sun was in Pisces. We have the Pluto in Aquarius. Saturn also in Pisces. Mercury and Venus over here in Aries. Jupiter in Gemini, Mars in Cancer. We actually already have, this is usually Earth, but obviously we're on Earth, so I'm taking it as the moon. Moon is in Scorpio now. Not to forget that, huh? And then we have Neptune is also over in Pisces, and beautiful Uranus is going to be in Taurus. So let's get this out of the way. So this is how the planets are standing right now. Now the first one we're going to be exploring is fears and careers, okay? So if you are Aries, or if you want to know about your career, or you at the beginning when I said 1, 2, or 3 said number 1, then this is going to be for all fire signs this reading. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll these 2 dice for you to get a little bit of affinity, right? Wow, okay. They really blasted out of there. So 11 in Gemini and Aries in Sagittarius. Very good. I mean, we did say it was Aries, right? So there we are. Very strong Aries, but it moved over to Sagittarius. So I guess this will be more for Aries and Sagittarius. But hey, if you picked the first deck, or if you said the thing happening in your life right now is very much to do with fears or your career, then this is where you want to be right now. Okay. So let me shuffle these. And here we go. We'll put 1 card in each section that has planets. Which I know, except for the moon, it's all kind of on one side right now, isn't it? Oh, the 11, the Gemini, okay. Cancer. Whoops. Oh, we don't want to lose that one. That's a little one. We don't want Mars to fly off the table. Okay. So what are we looking at here? The Two of Torches in the center. A little bit of exploration, right? Do we even have any fears out here? Oh, oops, why did I do that? Look at that. I didn't even turn that one over. I'm an idiot. Oops. These planets are a little bit rolly. We got to figure out how to do this a little bit better. Okay. So there we have the Knight of Pentacles. A very sturdy guy, right? He's good to have, I think, with your confidence. And 11th house, luck, friends, and social occasions. So that seems to be doing quite well. Right over here, the fiery Mars in Cancer. We have the Page of Torches. Okay, so really fiery energy, right? A little bit of a, much like in Aries, the Page that really likes himself, right? He cares about what he's looking like. He's getting his hair done. Okay, over in Taurus with Uranus, we have the, what is that? Seven of Beakers. So like the Seven of Cups, he's dreaming of a castle. He's wanting to make things happen, right? He's got a lot of options, a lot of ideas, what he wants. Emotion. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So right there in Aries, Ten of Pentacles, which is a lot of wealth coming in, right? Ten of Pentacles is a good card, a high card on the Pentacles subject when you're looking for career. And the Page of Pentacles, another page, but also another Pentacles. Page of Pentacles right there with the Neptune, what you're yearning, longing for, a Page of Pentacles. The Sun is there, and also Saturn, accepting the challenges. See, she is making things happen there. Planting, replanting, potting, repotting, right? So you got to take it out of the smaller pot. It's not going to grow there anymore. You got to accept new challenges and repot into a bigger pot where your roots can grow more, and therefore the plant part can grow more. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles with Pluto. That ace is a good sign in Pluto and in, which one do we have here? In the, Aquarius. Okay, so communications, technology. This may be the area where you are able to grow, right? The area that might be very comfortable for you. Aries, or if you are the fire sign that picked deck 1, or just the fire sign that wants to know about the career. So the great thing is that we do not have any of the fears here. We have all regular cards. The interesting thing is that in your drive, your Mars, we're going to have the Page of Torches, which is with the fire sign, with the Mars fire, the fighting, the manly spirit. It's like a adventurous feeling. You want to grow more. You want to go and do something. But every other card here, except for Seven of Beakers, every other card we have Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the center card. Okay, the center card is the Two of Torches, which is also adventuring spirit. Looking at the map, seeing where the next step is, where the next the next cave is, I guess, in this card, where they're going. Who knows, right? But you have all pentacles, from the Eight of Pentacles here in the moon, in subconscious, the hidden. The Eight of Pentacles is also a working hard, right? Ace, Page, 10 of Pentacles. So you have a lot of Pentacles, which is very good for your career. It seems that you are using your Aries-like fiery drive and you are going to make it happen. You're going on the right path. It's very harmonious, right? There's nothing here that's standing out. There's no fear card. So let's see if I can draw here for the Two of Pentacles in the center, in the sun. We'll just drop 2 cards just for those 2 and see what happens, okay? Oh, gee, okay. Some cards just flopped out of there. So we'll look at what those cards are. Sorry. That is insane. Okay. We'll put these back here. Those are still there. I got what dropped. Okay, so here they are. These cards just flopped out of there and dropped the camera. So, okay. Let's see how I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I didn't expect to have 5 cards. That's quite a bit. So the Queen of Books, the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Books, the 10 of Torches, and Shame and Decay. Okay. 19. Well, at least we have 1 fear card. Let's just see what that's. Usually the Sun. And in this one, it says Shame and Decay. So we'll read that for you. Life is an endless cycle. We are born in a grotesque sputum of blood and fluid and live our lives as sacks of flesh. And then we die. At each stage of life, we don a mask to hide the shame and decay. The fear of being shamed. Shame can gnaw at you for an eternity. What shames you? Family, your own actions, your thoughts, your body. Do you sometimes suddenly recall a moment of shame from long ago? So that may be the only thing that you want to watch out for that may be holding you back here. We've got the 10 of Torches, right? A lot of fire, but also a lot of burden that has come to an end that you can now drop. You can drop that shame just like it says there. Here with the Queen of Books, she's a thinker. Study up is what it's saying, right? Here, the 6 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Books. So 9 can sometimes be a sleeping uneasy. 6 of Pentacles, reach out and grab a helping hand. Make sure that hand is not trying to pull you down. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of it. You look very much like you are working hard. You are making it happen, with all these pentacles. The only thing it says is don't be ashamed, right? Don't let it get in your head. That's the only little caveat that it's got for you today. So that can be quite a good message, I'd say. Now let's hurry and put these away. Oh boy. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. Or I need a bigger table maybe. Anyway, okay, we've got that taken care of. Okay, well, if we go right down the line in the order of the zodiac, I'm going to just bring these up for the... We would now be coming to this one. This is going to be faith and love. So if you are a Leo sign, or you picked the second deck, or you want to know about faith and love aspects in your life right now, then This reading is for you. For you, the fire sign, right? And those did not roll like the other ones did. That stayed right in the middle. We've got the 8 and we've got Gemini. Okay, 8 and Gemini. So the interesting thing there is 8 is going to be more about shared incomes, shared resources. It can be about debt, right? Okay. Interesting. 7 of feathers. That would be a 7 of swords. Just kind of flipped in my hand, but I put it back in there. Okay, so sorry. Death or debt. It can be about a death in the family, something that you're dealing with in that house. It can be about shared resources. About sex is actually the one that it can be about. Lusts, right? Fetishes, things like that. Because it's about faith and love. So we'll see about that. Oh, whoops. I just noticed that I took away my sun dice here because it was knocked over. And this dice needs to get put away. Okay. All right, here we are. So I'm going to just pick them up from here. Scorpio moon flipping around. Oh wait, that's right. That's why, because Scorpio moon is where I put them first. Sorry, I am all aflutter today. I need to figure out how to make these things not roll so much. They're rolling all over the place. All right. Very interesting right off the bat. Oh, and there is that 7 of feathers that flipped over. I threw it back in the deck. It's back there. So, that's in your moon, your subconscious, Leo, or whichever fire sign decided to pick deck 2 or said they need to know more about faith and love. Jacob the Deceiver, right? This is when he takes the birthright away from Esau. Why is this happening? Why is he trying to do this, huh? This is a question. So deception, and it's in your moon in Scorpio. So there's a lot of that happening. Or a lot of that energy, I would say, coming from that. Here in Pluto, in transformation, the High Priestess, Mary Magdalene. We're definitely going to get some more cards for her. The High Priestess can definitely shine some light on this eventful event. In Pisces, where we have the Sun, Saturn, and Neptune right now, there's the Tower of Babel. Saturn being a planet of learning, right? You want to accept new challenges, gain wisdom. And also, this is Neptune, yearnings, longings, illusions. So you're learning whatever it is you're trying to learn, whatever it is that's in your sun right now. It's going to have a tower event. It's going to have something happening, something that is already on its way. It's not going to be able to be avoided, but you can prepare for it, whatever it may be. In Aries, with the Mercury and the Venus right now, we have the 4 of Candles. So that is a joyous celebration. In this one, Ark brought to Jerusalem, right? Having the Ark finally in the temple. But the question is, with the communications, what you value. What is the joyous occasion that may be coming, the 4 of Candles? Here, the Queen of Grains. It's going to count as the Queen of Pentacles. Proverbs 31 woman, huh? Okay, what is her thing? She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. Okay. And there's the Uranus. Uranus is an enlightenment. So something profitable there. In situation of love and faith, I would say obviously that where you are placing your love or where whoever people you are giving your energy to, in this case, seems to be profitable, and also a joyous occasion may be coming up for you to join with them, to celebrate with them, to meet up with them. In Gemini, we have the Queen of Chalices, so another queen. This is the Queen of Cups, though. Queen of Chalices. Hannah, Mother of Faith. So emotion, right? Happy, loving emotion in your confidence. You're feeling very confident about something. And then the Wheel. So cycles of life, and that's in with Mars, which is your manly drive, your fighting spirit. And they're the cycles of life. The wheel is turning. I would say that the fiery drive is showing to be fruitful, to be turning in a direction of something happening, something good happening, right? Something's going on in a good way. Then here in the center, though, the sun. So the center is obviously just, the sun center. We have strength. That is a good card to have, right? The lions are there with you, especially this is a Leo reading. If you are actually a Leo, obviously if you could be any fire sign, but a Leo, you have the actual lions in your sun, right? So strength, you're feeling strong in your faith, I'd say. Right at the center, this is a big, strong moment for you. The 8. The 8 is the Emperor, King Solomon. A very wise king. A king that takes care of the people around him. A king that was beloved by so many. I think he's one of the people in the Bible that really, everyone knows that name, right? I mean, he was just an amazing king. So to have that in your number 8, I'd say you are definitely a strong, fiery personality type person. The Emperor does count as an Aries. I don't really see this Aries fire energy, and he being the protector, right? The Emperor is really a protector and a wise leader, and also he is a passionate provider. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't give me any vibes of that house 8 as far as debt or death. It really does give kind of the sexual prowess vibe, right? So strong, manly vibes. Love, faith. So how do we sum all this up together? We got 7 of feathers, which is, once again, there is some kind of deviousness. Again, with the Tower of Babel here may have to do with it, because that's where something is not adding up. And with the High Priestess here, we are going to get a couple more cards here now. I always like to give the cards a little shuffle. So we're just going to take a look here. We have, yes, the 2 queens. 4 of candles. So love and abundance, so to speak. With that Mars, the cycles of life, I'm just wondering exactly. Hopefully the High Priestess will allude a little bit to why there is the devious manipulator here with the Scorpio moon. and why there's a tower in your Pisces Sun and Saturn Neptune. So, for feathers, that's going to be Elijah's retreat into silence. You have to think things through in your head, right? You got to mull it over. You can't let people talking into you and telling you what you think. You have to drown that out and get to your own safe space where you can think about it on your own. Justice, the 10 Commandments. Justice is a big one. You know, deciding on what's right, what's fair, what's just, what's the law. The 10 Commandments being, you know, law that is, some of it is pulled into our actual judicial law, but some of it is just kind of a, you know, personal feeling on what's good, on how to be a good person, I guess. And then the Night of Candles. Okay. Sorry about that. And then the Knight of Candles is a Knight of Wands. Here, Joshua, leader of faith. So it's looking like your tower moment is going to have something to do with getting rid of these 7 of feathers, these manipulative people. Cutting that out of your life or charging into them, you know? I don't know if it's a faith crisis or if it's like a getting strengthened in faith despite others not agreeing with you. But it's a transformation, the High Priestess is saying. This transformation is happening. Okay? Things that you are learning, people are not wanting to agree with. So, that's kind of the question we have here. Is, you know, are you going to say, hey, I'm outvoted, I agree with whatever the most people say, or are you gonna tell them your new beliefs, or perhaps old beliefs that you are now newly deciding you're going to defend? We just don't know that yet. I don't know that. I don't know who you are. Okay, let's put this away and get out the last deck, which is going to be friends and family. Oopsie. Friends and family and social occasions. It's going to be with the Labyrinth deck. One of my favorites deck that I just don't use often enough because it's a pip deck. There we go. Okay. So, but I feel pip decks are actually quite beautiful and fun to use. So this is our beautiful deck. We're going to give that a shuffle. Oops. Oh, one card already fell out. Your card that fell out is the 6 of Feathers. We're just going to leave that right here because we haven't even rolled the dice yet. Okay. Again with the 8th house. And Scorpio. Gee, okay. You also have 8th house Scorpio. So if you are Sagittarius or picked the 3rd deck, or are the fire sign that wanted to know more about your friends and social occasions and family, you have 8th house and Scorpio. With the 6 of Feathers. 6 of Feathers is a journey, right? Oh, whoops, I have to figure out which way is the right way around. Oh, the Queen of Feathers already, okay. All right, so for you, Sagittarius, right in the center, we have the 10 pots. That's 10 of cups. That is a very happy get together, a nice group. The Queen of Feathers in your moon, the Scorpio card, and we did have Scorpio very close to you. So it looks like this is a big one for you. Queen of Swords is the Queen of Feathers. She is looking like she's a little bit of mischievous in this one. Usually she's a very fair queen, but a lot of thoughts, right? She's kind of strict to justice, strict to reality, right? To put things on the table. So that with that Scorpio meaning something manipulative or something kind of mysterious is an energy that's very, very close in there for you right now. Someone's cutting into you, into your 10 of cups there with the 8 over here. Could be a death or debt. Here we have the Pluto has 4 of cups, 4 of pots. 4 of pots is going to be an opportunity or a friend trying to reach out. Transformation, maybe it is time for you to let someone in. The Fate, 13, Fate. So that's something that is inevitable, so to speak, with Fate. It's a little bit different than the usual decks 13. It's usually a death card and renewal and rebirth. But here in Fate, it seems he is sat down on the ground with 1 pot like a beggar. This is usually the Saturn accepting new challenges, okay, wanting to learn from them. And in the Sun, the accepting challenges, in this case, you are not moving forward to learn, right? You're kind of letting fate take its toll. You are staying idle in this situation. The Knight of Poles with Mercury and Venus. You are a Knight of Poles is a Knight of Wands. Fiery in beauty and in conversation. So heated conversation. Passionate about the arguing about it. Queen of Junk with Uranus. Uranus, enlightenment. You are having a Queen of Junk, which is going to be a woman of stature, like monetarily well off, or someone that may be controlling the money aspect in your life. That may be what this conflict is with this heated argument, where you feel it's fate. You like it's not something that you can really do anything about or control. Then here we have the Page of Poles and the Page of Junk. So you have junk and poles. Whereas on this other side, you had the feathers and pots. Okay, so all in these. Page of Poles in Gemini or with the Jupiter. So there we have more passion again. And Jupiter being your confidence. So your confidence is in your passions and your fiery passions. And then here, Page of Junk for Mars. So fiery drive is having to do and having to relate to and with the Page of Junk, which is going to be like the Page of Pentacles, somebody who is trying to see their worth in material, like their how much money they have to spend on friends and family and fun. Now with that 6 of feathers that popped out beforehand, it's a 6 of swords usually. So usually it is trying to move into less troubling waters. And I feel like right now here, this is a lot of cups, a lot of people, but this is that heavy weight, the 8, right? The weight of the 8. And with this, these over here, see, it's all junk and fire. There are not that many cups for having this being a reading about friends and family. Though in the center, you have those 10 pots, which is like a big time win. You know, it's like the rainbow over the sky. In all, it seems you have the friends, you have that, but the emotion isn't there. It's kind of cold, right? Because we have this junk and poles. This is the question. Fate seems the one that's pulling this right now. We're trying to figure out why. 4 of Pots and Pluto in transformation. So you have to reach out more with the heart. There seems to be with this Queen here in your moon that you are maybe manipulating friends. We're going to take this a little bit further here. We're going to give you some cards in the center by this. One, 2, and 3. 3 of Poles. You're wanting to... You're looking towards something and it's not making sense, right? There is that manipulation from this mysteriousness. The talk is not adding up. You're wanting it to, but it's not going to. And here we have 9 feathers. So the 9 feathers are saying that you are having an uneasy sleep because of this. King of Pots. Okay. So it may be saying now that with this King of Pots, it is a misunderstanding, right? The person is just not telling it all. And you are going to receive that love. Let's get one more for the King of Pots here. Guarded, okay? Guarded, but upside down. So that's the thing. So here the feathers, you're having some things that are going on. With the 2 of Feathers, like I said, it's like 2 of Swords, it's guarded. This guy is not able to show all of his love because he's holding back. He needs to see it from you. Okay, he wants you to kind of take the first step. That's what I'm seeing. Or other way around, if it's a guy, she wants you to take the first step, I guess. So that's what I had for you today. I hope that helped. I'd love to know if it did. Please, leave a like, leave a little comment if you would. Let me know which one you picked. Let me know what your sign is. Let me know if you like this format or you've liked the other pick a card format better. You can even let me know if you'd like to have a real reading, a personal reading, which is going to be a lot more accurate, obviously. And we can do it even in person, then it's the best. So we'll see about that. Let me know. Have a good day.